Many of us today have customers running with multiple remote branch office locations connecting to the data center. The problem is most of the time, these connections are often connected over an expensive private point-to-point connection, right? And the problem with this setup is the moment the connection fails, the branch users get impacted, all right? Users start complaining, the bosses turn angry, all right? The IT network staff get blamed. So what's the solution to this problem? Well, that's an easy one. Most people will take the approach of adding a second backup point-to-point connectivity. Well, running an active standby connection does help, all right? But it's not the best solution, all right? It's an expensive way of doing things, right? Running an active standby. And the fact that at the moment when the active connection were to fail, users do get impact at the point of failure. Imagine if you're running critical applications, you don't want to have any downtime at all, right? So, in fact, I have a really close friend of mine, Eric, who works for IT department, and he's has a lot of complaints and often get blamed whenever there's network outages that happen, all right? So maybe let's give a call to Eric.
Really, again? Okay, I'll get right on it. Hey, James, that was one of my end users. We have a connectivity problem, and it's really starting to affect productivity here. I keep getting the blame, and there's something outside of my control. This job is really getting on my nerves. I'm just really not liking it anymore. I think I'm going to go to an early lunch or something. So.
Hey, Eric, you know what? You don't have to look so sad. Citrix have exactly the solution to address your concerns, right? With Citrix Virtual WAN, we have a link failover solution that can happen within sub-seconds. In fact, it happens so fast that users won't even notice it. On top of that, Citrix Virtual WAN also have the capability to combine and aggregate both connections, making them active at the same time, allowing the users to enjoy the full bandwidth of both links, all right? Without further ado, let me show you how this works. Right now, while Eric's talking to us, he's actually connected on my bottom virtual WAN appliance, all right, that you see right here, signifying the data center, all right? Well, my laptop is actually connected to the top appliance, the virtual WAN appliance, signifying I'm a branch user, all right? Now, between the two virtual WAN appliances, all right, actually I have here two simulated connections. One that's currently connected, as you can see, the good one, which is the remote MPLS to data center, branch to data center. Green is good, red is bad, all right? So right now, green means my connection to Eric is over the point-to-point connection, all right, over what it says MPLS link. Now, I'm going to show you how virtual WAN aggregates the bandwidth together, making both links, both connections active. I'd like to invite my assistant, Chris, to help me connect the second connection, which is a second WAN link. All right? Now, thank you, Chris. That's a tough job. Okay. Now, once Chris has connected, all right, the second WAN link, okay, you can see Citrix Virtual WAN actually performs a health check at the background, sending packets both to and fro, all right? And, before we commit actual live traffic through it, we make sure it's really good, all right? So green is good. All right. Now that we have both connections running active, all right, aggregating the bandwidth, I'm going to do another test, right? Eric, are you still there?
I'm here.
Yeah, wave at me or do something, all right? Okay. So now, while I'm talking to Eric, okay, what's happening is the traffic is going through the point-to-point MPLS connection. I'm going to invite Chris again to help me pull out and sabotage the video, all right? Sabotage the video and make it break, all right? Chris, at the count of 3. Focus your attention on the video. 1, 2, 3, go! Hey, do you notice any difference, Eric, to the video?
No, the video quality is great. This is perfect.
That's right. In fact, you don't notice anything at all, right?
No.
That's why. With virtual WAN, the failover happens within sub-seconds. In fact, it's so fast, all right, that the users won't even feel it, all right? So what I've just demonstrated to you is our solution to perform aggregation as well as performing a failover within sub-seconds. Thank you.
Steve, we'll jump to you next. I was kind of blown away because in the early days of the internet, I served as a network administrator for 10 years of my life, the worst 10 years of my life almost, being in that middleman position, trying to come up with every solution. When things went down and hundreds of computers are wondering, why am I not being served? It's the worst thing can happen in the world. Thank God we have bandwidth and connectivity today, but the redundancy, you hear about it, you read about it. This is the first time I've ever seen a real live demo of pulling a plug. And you know, live demos are usually the ones that fail. It got the message across so clearly with what we were watching. That's just extremely important stuff. And I love the dual path stuff. I picked up on that right away. Is this for real? I would want that. This is from your presentation. I would want to get it right away. Whatever I had, it's that. I mean, obviously, our access to the networks is that important. You know, whether it's internet or our local networks. Thank you.